And welcome to week 5 of the UGA Draft League, the biggest Pokemon Draft League in the world right now. So far it has been a lot of fun, but the Crymych Coalossals have struggled to pick up the W's. We're running 0 and 3 so far, so we were looking to try and turn things around against the SF Scizors, and we tried to do it by bringing up Gmax Sandaconda, one of the Pokemon that was much maligned from the start of the competitive series, but could he come in and give us the edge? Keep an eye for the end of the video where we'll do a debrief and breakdown of how the battle went, but for now, because we know how to do it, let's roll that intro. Okay, here we are. It is week 5 of the UGA Draft League. We are up against the SF Scizors, I'm presuming San Francisco Scizors. That's not what I want to do at all. I'm just getting set up. So a link battle. So it's 2 o'clock in the morning here. It's been a bit of a crazy night because it is Halloween. So my girls have been super awake all night. So it's been a bit crazy. There's also a major storm over Wales tonight, so the risk of disconnects are high. I'll go through the team in a minute, if you can hear me, because I'm having to be pretty quiet, because as usual, the house is asleep. One of these days, I'm going to get into a draft league in Europe, or at least get in a European division. It's an interesting challenge here. Anyway. So here we go. I made some tweaks to the team coming into this week. So we've got Gmax Sandaconda coming in. There's a lot of fire and flying on this team that we're playing against. So we've got Sandaconda, heavy focus on special defense. He's got an assault vest. I think I've actually got him with 3 attacks. And protect, but you know, it's Sandaconda. There are 3 things that I want it to do. Deal with steel if it comes up, but that's probably not really going to be an issue today. It's really rock slides and earthquakes that we're looking for. Anyway, here we go. Could be fun. Let the other player decide. Only because I've never done this setup before, and I'll probably do something wrong. Okay, so it's Dusclops. Dusclops is back. We don't have to worry about the big threat of Urshifu again. Urshifu sort of blocked out Dusclops for a couple of weeks. We know that there is a big danger in terms of Gmax Charizard. Gmax Charizard can one-shot Dusclops, or one-shot Dusclops up there. That's the team we're going to go with. That is why we are bringing back the ever tricky Galarian Weezing. The hope is to kill fire and really render them useless before going into play. So what we've got, so we've got Meowstic. So practice Meowstic, but from memory doesn't have Taunt, and I was looking for Taunt users, and I don't think there are any. So that's good. I think. Yeah, we start with Weezing. Weezing can protect the Psychic play if it comes out. And really this is just a case of getting these guys up on the field. If Trick Room can happen, Sandaconda can come in and cause chaos. The danger that we have is with the Lightning of Raichu. That causes potential problems to everyone. Fire, of course, can deal with Vikavolt, but Vikavolt maxed, if we can keep Weezing alive, it can work. Jellicent, if we can get Jellicent in, also does a lot of problems, but I think just because if we can get Trick Room up, Torkoal is a problem, but we're hoping to shut down what Torkoal can do, and Sandaconda's there as well, serving as a threat, so it's a decent lineup. Let's do it. I've not been terribly well today. It's been a bit of a rough one, health-wise. And to play at 2 AM is not ideal, so I'm not feeling as sharp as I was last week. But let's see. These are decent matchups, so it should be a decent contest. Okay, right you. Okay. So I think we just do what we do here. Trickium, and is there a reason not to go into Sandy here? Oh, that's tricky. You know what? If we can get it off, there's not much there that's threatening Vicavolt. So let's bring Vicavolt in. Gamble. So everyone's abilities come back. So we see what we've got. Sash on the Meow Stick. Okay, Air Balloon. Useful. Well worth checking. Okay, and so we're expecting a Psychic. Oh, Imprison. I forgot about Imprison. Okay. How can I forget about Imprison? That's so annoying. Okay, not to worry. There's not a huge amount that I can do. So we're just going to try and take out the Meow Stick. That was sloppy. And that's not doing the research. I completely forgot about Imprison. Still, at least we know it's there now. So their options are a little bit tricky as well. I'm almost expecting a switch here. Ooh. Into Dusclops, okay. Not the end of the world. Of course they can set up fire now. Yeah, so let's try this out. Yeah. Okay. And now we can get moving. You know the mistake I've made. Then I can bring Torkoal. That is an error in judgment. So you know what I think? Yeah. Okay. I think we have to still try. Got one down. And we've got some potent options on the bench. So I'm expecting G-Max here. Okay. So we're still going to try the Trick Room, see if we can get it off. Should we just switch him in? It's a tough one. I think we lose Vicavolt. You know what, I'm going to say Vicavolt is expendable here. Oh, why is it so slow? Oh, God. Okay, well that didn't help. It wasn't connecting properly, that's annoying. Anyway, I'm not expecting Vicavolt to survive this turn. It's a bit by the by. So this is also coming out of the Dusk. Yeah, and Dusk is dead. Yeah. So the only hope is that Heatwave misses. Oh no. Oh, holy smokes. Okay, so now he's dead. But at the same time, that was potent. Charizard's battered. And solar power kicks in. Okay. Ah, crap. Right. Okay. So the slight problem here is we don't get the terrain bonus. Now I'm expecting to go with psychic, not psychic, grass. That is why he's got the assault vest. So we're going to try and get the terrain up. Sandblast. Oh, he could switch. So no, I don't think we have much choice. I think super effective anyway. And the chip damage should see him out, and then Wheezing is just there, just to hang out. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. So I never actually ran the calcs on this. I was just sort of working on the premise that yes, it's going to be super effective. However, the assault vest, I'm really hammering in the training into special defense should let them see this out. So we're expecting it to come in on Sandaconda. There it is. Suck it up, nice work, cool. That's that assault vest doing its job. And there's some chip damage. Oh, he's got life orb, so he's going to be out anyway. Not great on the Torkoal. But there is no trick ring, we've got the sand up, so Torkoal is seriously weakened. He used Earth Power, okay, so he didn't go in. Damn it. I was kind of expecting it to do a bit more damage there. Okay, now that is a problem now. We've got one more turn. Because we know he's got the bubble. I suppose if he's not going to be able to take him out, we have to target the Torkoal. Yeah, he's going to be slow anyway, so that's what we have to do. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. Oh, I don't believe it. Okay, let's go. That's annoying. I think I just thought chip damage would take him out. Because he knows he can't use life orb. Well, it could all come down to Wheezing here. So we have to go. And we just protect. Charizard's gone either way. So there's no point hitting the Charizard. Charizard's gone. Okay, so it all comes in on Rockfall. It's going to do a lot of damage, I think. And air balloon, but then the chip damage. Okay. Just like last week, we won the first game. God, these things are tense. Okay. Okay. So this still equals our best performance. Because we only ever won one leg. Yeah, let's take the league card. Same rules. Draft League. Always panic, I'm going to take the wrong team in. So the question here is, what can they do differently? What we can do differently is lead with something like Togekiss. It's a possibility. I think because of the nature of the team, we just have to do the same. I think we have to just do the same thing again. Dusclops was useful. Unless we go, Jellicent's not really going to work, is it? No, I think we have to do this. Sandaconda was still good in terms of speed because he could outspeed Torkoal, which was good. Vikavolt kind of struggled a bit. Didn't really get a chance to do anything we could do Incineroar. And just bring a fake out user. There's nothing really out there that can cause it problems, and that can be really useful for Sandaconda. Or do we mix it up with Jellicent? The Dark Drapion concerns me. So we could bring Incineroar in and get the drop. Okay, let's keep it fresh. Vikavolt didn't really do much, so I suppose Vikavolt got the hit on Charizard. I was a little bit surprised that we didn't take the Charizard out in one go. So I'm guessing quite heavy defense investment. I'm guessing. Okay. I gotta get me this eyeglass thing. I haven't done it so far. Okay. Interesting. So let's just start chipping. Chip the Torkoal, see what their plan is. I don't know what Meowstic's going to do. Imprison would make sense. Unless he's going to go fake tears. Possible. But we'll see. Okay, cool. So it's the same play. So we read that well. And that's not going to do very much to Dusclops. Okay. So it's the danger. It does that, but we could just Sludge Bomb. But there's the problem. We've got the Sash, so if he does die, we can do the same thing. Bring him in. Just wonder if we're targeting the wrong thing here. But this gives us a chance to take out Torkoal, and Torkoal is a bit of a nuisance. I don't want to reveal Incineroar just yet, and Incineroar would be vulnerable to... Okay, so they're going to double up on... Okay. Okay, so here I think we just keep playing the game. So it's Incineroar time. And it's a little bit negative, but at some stage they're going to hit out at wheezing. So I think this makes sense. It keeps them guessing a little bit. The switch might make sense for Sandaconda to come in, but we'll see. thinking about it, because I'm sort of expecting a switch as well at this stage, because they need some momentum. I could come in with Earth Power again. That doesn't do anything. And Earth Power into them. Okay, cool. Okay. I think we just fake out the Meowstic. Let's fake out the Meowstic. Earth Power may well cause us problems. Yeah, I think that's the danger. Let's try and do as much damage as possible to the Meowstic. Keep it spreading. Okay. Sort of expected. Yoga keys. Okay. Oh, the dice are rolling in our favour. Oh. And no weakness policy. Okay. Well, that's useful. You know what? I'm going to parting shot the Torkoal and back to protect, I think. Because Torkoal is a bit annoying. We just want the whole strategy here is keeping Weezing alive as long as possible. Okay. It might crit. Yeah, that's big damage. Okay. So this is really one of the things to set up. Because Torkoal is a bit knackered now. There's the drop. Yeah, so that's doing very little damage, so we should be able to get the Trick Room off this time. And we're going to try and take out the Togekiss this time. There could even be a switch here coming in again. The Dazzling Gleam isn't too problematic. The slight danger is we get Earth Power. Oh, they're going to take out the Togekiss. That's a big bonus. Big bonus. Okay. Here comes Earth Power. It's significantly weakened. So Weezing survives. Okay. There's Trick Room up. Okay. So, again, we can just keep protecting on Weezing here. So we go. No wonder. Weezing's not going to survive another hit. Torkoal is frustrating. I'd really like to just do as much damage to Torkoal as possible. But then we can actually, no, this is silly. Let's Pain Split the Meowstic. It's a much better choice. Torkoal has to switch out to be a threat to almost anything. It's not going to be a threat to Incineroar now. Ooh. 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 Did not see that coming. Okay, going for some special boosts, that makes sense. Oh, but I'm going to be coming in with physical hits. So Dusclops does Dusclops stuff. That's useful. Switch. I think switch time. I think we do a double switch. Yeah. No, that'll be high risk. No, 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 no. You know what? We keep Shadow Sneak into Meowstic, get the damage in, and we are going to... Oh, I can't decide. What am I going to do here? We might just have to sacrifice him. So we want the free switch here. And that's very good damage. I'm just thinking if they're targeting the Dusclops, then they might not go. Ah, okay. That's fine, I think. I can't remember, I should have scrolled this down, I can't remember if Meowstic has, Charcoal's dangerous. Oh, I could do some damage this time. No. It's 3 special defense drops, but this is where Sandy is going to come in and hopefully cause some damage. Now, here's the thing. What have they got? We know that there's an air balloon here, so we definitely pain split. Definitely pain split there. If we can survive, and it has to be rockfall. Get rid of the terrain. Meowstic may go for the drop, but we've got +3. Torkoal is -1. I say +3. And we've got the assault vest. Heavy investment, so not quite +3. But excuse me, a lot of investment. This is sort of probably the only play we can really look to do. 2:30 in the morning. Feeling this now. As ever, I only have the utmost respect for streamers because this is exhausting. Okay. Sort of. Well, that surprises me a little bit. 2 coming in. Okay. It's alright, we'll take that. Dusclops gets his health back. Maybe look to swap mounts in. How much damage can this do? Super effective. Not quite stab, but does a lot of damage. There, plays over. Nice bit of chip damage. So I think we want Dusclops' defences to be back in play. Let's check how many turns we got left. 1 more turn of trickery. Okay, so that's not ideal in relation to the damage that we've taken. But we've got Incineroar. I think this is a very big gamble. Because they might switch out the Meowstic. I've got a sense they might just leave him there because they just want to soak up the damage. There's no point of switching something in at this stage. We really want to get that damage landing. So we've had 1 special. Okay, so -4 now. That's bad. But Sand goes up. Torkoal's had 1 drop. Oh, we missed. That's big. That's big. And now we've got double chip damage coming in. Okay. Incineroar hasn't used his fake out yet. And the rocks Get those rocks going. Spin those rocks. I should take him out. Okay. So the good thing there is we've got lots and lots of chip damage now. And one priority move. If he has Raichu, then they're going to have a quicker fake out. Charizard. And they've only got one left. Oh crap, they've only got one left. They've only got one left. Oh, just hold on. Oh, get that rock, get that rock. Oh. No, no more, no more. Yes. Holy moly. We won in the draft league. We won in the draft league. And we won with Sandaconda. Oh, Sandaconda is so maligned. So maligned. I've already actually switched him out of the team for next week because I need something else. I just... Okay, we just gotta write to them quickly. It's probably way too late for us to really make much of an impact on the league standing, but it was just sort of a reassuring quality of actually picking up a win, because I think there are a lot of really competent players here, and I've got a big sort of imposter syndrome about these matches. Losing the first three didn't help with that, but we came in with a plan and it just worked perfectly. And Sandaconda, what a switch into the team. He's probably only going to be on this team for 1 week. And when we got to max rank Master Ball tier for the first time, way back in whatever season it was Sandaconda who got us there. So it's great to be able to bring Sandy back, and for Sandy to really carry that win. That was awesome. And the investment in the special defense was really worthwhile. I knew that they'd be bringing a lot of really dangerous special attackers, but they didn't have much going in terms of physical attackers, certainly nothing that could threaten something like Sandaconda. Like Drapion was there, Drapion was in the squad, but I think as soon as they saw Sandaconda, that probably shut down the viability of Drapion. And Drapion's not really going to be hurting Sandaconda much anyway, and dropping to it. So making the switch, we would have been tempting to put weakness policy on Sandaconda, but Sandy was going to be doing so much damage that didn't really need it, and max special defense investment, assault vest, and of course as soon as the sandstorm was up, there's getting more boosts in terms of defenses as well. So wow, cool. I mean, yeah, we were just writing on the phone. Really good game. Really enjoyed it. We won one. Cool. That's a great way to start November. Awesome. Have a great Halloween. I'm going to be posting this a couple of days after Halloween, so that's irrelevant. But yeah. All right. Cool. Okay. So there we go. That is the first win for us in the Draft League this year. Let's have a mug of Prosecco to celebrate. Or a little splash of it anyway. Cheers, Yachida. Great game to my competitor. This is awful. So in terms of how the game went, we brought Sandaconda in specifically to deal with things like Charizard. I knew in the week before that really there was only one option left on the transfer list that could really give me an edge in terms of things that could help to counter the big threats that he had on his team. Sandaconda, Torkoal, Drapion, Togekiss, all of these things, big threats, but Sandaconda bringing in its rock moves, also setting up its chip damage with its G-Max earth move, could really put pressure. The challenge that we had was Sandaconda's generally sort of middling defenses, but what we did was invest completely in special defense. So I changed its spread so it was fully invested in special defense, stuck on an assault vest as well, knowing that Charizard would be hitting with that max overgrowth move. I didn't run the calcs beforehand, but I was pretty confident that I'd be able to survive 2 hits from Charizard, and that proved right in the end. So I was really pleased how that worked out, and really once Sandaconda was in play, it was always going to be a struggle for the Scizors to manage it, especially if I was able to keep the weather in check. And really that's where Weezing came in. It was a bit of a tricky one in terms of determining who was the MVP of that game. Obviously Sandaconda came in with a lot of knockouts, and that was really useful. But I think Weezing played this brilliant support role. I mean, Weezing was a bit passive, and probably a little bit more passive than I like to play, but at the same time Weezing's job was just to sit there and stay alive. So, you know, rotating protects time and time again just to keep it alive, keep Torkoal in check in particular. That was really important. I felt if we could shut down Torkoal, it took out a lot of the potency of that team. I mean, sun boosted Charizard in G-Max mode could pretty much take out everything on that team, and puts big pressure on Sandaconda as well. So I think Weezing did a great job. Dusclops sort of came into his own. I know I messed up in that first turn, forgetting about Imprison, but the thing with Sandaconda is Sandaconda's speed is so middling that it doesn't really work in Trick Room particularly well, and it doesn't really work outside of Trick Room particularly well. So really Trick Room was a bit by the by. The game plan didn't depend on it. If we could get it up, it was going to be really useful, but it certainly wasn't like the be all and end all. And I'm really pleased how things went in the second game with Incineroar. There was plenty of sense on bringing Vikavolt in again. I know full well we got lucky with Vikavolt in the first game when the controller stopped syncing, and the game just sort of took over and planned an attack for Vikavolt without me telling it. The hit it landed on Charizard was brilliant. It's pretty much the move I would have done anyway had I been able to get the controller to work. But nonetheless, the computer made a good choice for me, and it worked out. But at the same time, it was nice to have that flexibility to be able to bring Incineroar in and just sort of mix things up a little bit. And Incineroar did a really good job. The G-Maxing, sorry, the Dynamaxing of Torkoal in the second game really took me by surprise. But I think that sort of reflected the pressure that Sandaconda was putting on things. It meant that Charizard wasn't really going to be able to do anything. And again, we got lucky on the switches to be able to drop that that poison attack onto Torkoal, not Torkoal, onto Togekiss was a real boost. I mean, seeing Togekiss switch in, it was like, fantastic! This is working out perfectly. So, yeah, I was really pleased because in weeks 2 and weeks 4, everything was really close. I mean, it was so close to picking up wins in both of those weeks. So cards on the table, I was feeling a little bit demoralised at this stage. So to pick up the win in what is technically week 5, although it's only our 4th game, was great. Really satisfying. Gives us a lot of confidence. I was really worried about getting nilled in this league. So to pick up a win is perhaps, after the first 3 defeats, perhaps a little bit higher than where our expectation levels were set. So it was really cool. Really fun game. And yeah, just looking forward to next week now, where we've got to face a very scary Hatterene team. I know that Hatterene has been knocking things out left, right and centre from day one. So countering that will be interesting. Dusclops won't be able to save me on that one. No point having Trick Room for next week. But maybe Trick Rooming the Trick Room could be a fun strategy. So let's see how it goes. But yeah, pretty pleased with that. I will drink some more rancid Prosecco. Delicious. Have a great week. enjoy UGA, and we'll see you this time next week for what I hope will be win number 2. Let's see what happens. All right, peace out.